Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the frontline changes report for the past 24 hours. There is just a few frontline changes, but very significant ones. They are. So I feel like Yoda when I put they are at the back. So anyway, there is frontline changes over at Kulenkoe, Martinovka over in the Kursk front. Then we have changes over at Bilohorivka in the Sivers front, and Chasivia over Bakhmut, and Prashestivka in the Donetsk front. And we're going to go into the Kruglenkoe. So there is major frontline change. The Russian mapping has given up the claim of having a Kruglenkoe anymore. They claim that the Russian forces have redrawn from this area here, perhaps even at Malaya Lognia. They might have already redrawn as well to avoid encirclement. Although I felt like they have been encircled for a long time. So Ukrainian forces have taken Kruglenkoe in a massive improvement of the strategic and tactical situation around this area here, and there's a high chance that in the next 24 to 48 hours we might see the Russians giving up Malaya Lognia region to the Ukrainians in the mapping. In reality, maybe they have already redrawn from this area here. So this is important. Although the battles are still being reported at Malaya Lognia and Pogrebki, but I think there is going to be some significant frontline change very, very soon as the Ukrainians continue to fopper down and flipper down the in the Kursk offensive. So for those who do not know, I use simple English: double down or triple down. So yeah. So the next frontline change is over at Martinovka. So just nearby, there is new geolocation of Ukrainian forces continue to make some progress as they go down this tree line on the eastern part of Martinovka, as they continue to try to find a way out of this the Russian pressure in this region here. So Ukrainians are going to blow up of this area here. This is probably a good way to get out, as they can't really get out through the highway. So anyway, we shall continue to monitor the situation in the Kursk front. The next frontline change is over at Bilohorivka. At Bilohorivka in the Sivers front, we have some major frontline change as well. All the frontline changes are actually quite important. Russian forces geolocated in the hills again. This time around means that the Russian forces have retaken this entire position that they previously have lost to the Ukrainians. This area has been pretty much a region of constant changing of hands. Like they keep taking over, and then losing it, taking over, losing it. So this time around, the Russians have taken it over again. So this means that at least the Russians have some positions over in the northern part of Bilohorivka. However, this entire area is very hilly. It's not going to be so simple for the Russians. As you can see, there is still a significant high ground in this area as the Russians simply are geolocated in the hill foot, and then this entire area is still very hilly. So let's see how this develop around this region here. The next frontline change is over at Chasivia, over at Bakhmut. Suddenly we have news at Chasivia again, with Russian forces geolocated deeper into this micro district of Zotneve or Oktyabrsk. So Russian forces continue to make progress, and there's a possibility that this area here is also taken by the Russians. But I try to draw it in a more conservative way. So there's a chance that the Russians actually have this area as well. I'm not sure if this is a sign that the Russians are going to push seriously into Chasivia. So we shall continue to monitor and see how this situation develops. And then the next frontline change is over at Prashestivka. This is a major one, super significant. As you can see, the Voleda Vodiane region, this is where the major situation is currently happening. And I did mention about the Russians pushing up north from the west of Palivka, going up for Bohoyevlenka or Novoukrenka, and this will complete the pincer around Voleda without the need to storm this fortress city. And this might be looking likely to be happening due to this frontline change at Prashestivka. Russian forces, according to the Ukrainian mapping, suddenly is inside and almost capturing the entirety of Prashestivka. This came out of nowhere, and the Russian forces also have fully secured Shevchenko with this push all the way to Preshestivka, and there's a chance that the Russians are already attacking towards Zolota Neva as well. There's a high chance this is currently also happening. We do not know what the hell is happening. The gray zone is pretty big according to the Ukrainian mapping. So there might be a massive offensive operation currently happening over in this part of the Donetsk front. Very, very significant frontline changes. And it looks like the fighting that reached Vodiane as well as towards the northern flank of Voleda has now green-lighted this operation over on this western part of Voleda. Very, very significant frontline changes around here. And if I zoom in, you can see Preshestivka is on the verge of falling suddenly. And then with this highway, if all this highway is linked up, the Russians is going to have a very, very superior logistical and defense position that which they can actually do offensive up north. So this is a very, very significant frontline change around here, which also would mean that Novodonetsk is going to be relieved very, very soon, as the Russians are likely to continue to put pressure towards Zolota Neva. And this could be also the reason why we have fighting being reported at Shevchenko previously on the 28th. This could be something rather belated. Novomayorsky, we don't have anything. And yeah. So we shall continue to monitor and see how this develop. This could also be related to the Novo-Ukrainka direction reports. We first have on the 29th on August, and then we have 1st of September. So this could be related. Very, very significant. So anyway, these are the frontline changes report for the day of 922 for the 2nd of September. Check out the situation report. It will be published later. I hope I have also restarted snippets, so I'm going to draw out certain reports out from the situation report, which I think is more important, and I want more eyeballs to see it. I'll do them out. I'll put them all out separately, and hopefully you don't complain about you have already seen that report. I already warned you, snippets are from the SIP reps. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next update.